Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Sarah and today I am sharing with you the finale to my Throwback 30 project pan. This is a collab with the Fantastic Ladies group on Facebook. I do always have the link to the group linked down below, so be sure to check out that group if you are interested in either participating in project pans or if you just want to support some really great girls and cheer them on in their project panning journeys. Like I said, this is the finale. So the official end to this project was May 16th. I had intended to actually film and upload on that day, but school, work, toddler, lots of things got in the way of that. So this was a year-long project. It started on May 16th of last year, 2019. And like I said, the official finale was May 16th of 2020. I finished a lot of these products before that date. There is, there is one product that I actually finished today that I will be sure to point out when I get there, and then I'll tell you the reason why as well. But I do have some more empties to show you. I do want to show you the progress that I made on some items that I was not able to finish. So this project was created by Jessica Lee. She is also a co-founder of the Fantastic Ladies group. I will try to remember to link Jessica's channel down below. Sometimes I forget that, but I'll try. And what she did was every year we have a ton of different panning projects within the Fantastic Ladies group. It's very difficult for every person to participate in every project. In fact, I have not participated in that many myself this year just because there's so much else going on. In years past, I have been more involved, but I'm trying to kind of ease my way back in. But because there are so many different projects and because it's so hard to participate in everything, I mean, you can only wear so much makeup every day too. So Jessica created the Throwback 30. So what she did was she took a list of 30 of the projects we had done in the past, and she created a prompt from each of those projects. So from each of those 30 prompts, you were to choose one product, and then so we ended up with 30 products in this project, which is why it was a year-long project. So anyways, like I said, I've had a few empties throughout the year, and I did end up with some more empties for this month. So I want to go ahead and show you what I was able to finish off and show you where I ended up for the other products. So lest I find something else to ramble on about, let's just go ahead and get started. So the first empty, this will probably not be any surprise to you. This is the Tula Probiotic Skincare. It is a purifying face cleanser. Picked this up from a FabFitFun box a couple of years ago, and I've gotten a little bit particular about my skincare, so I did find that FabFitFun was getting very skincare heavy, so I went ahead and canceled a few seasons ago. So, but this was one that I got before I canceled, and it was brand new at the beginning of the project, so you can see my progress lines last time I was down here, and so I was able to finish off just that last little bit in the last, I think maybe 6 or 7 weeks ago was my last update. So you're probably not surprised to see that empty. Another empty you are probably not surprised to see is the Seraphine Botanicals. This is the Sugar and Lemon Moisturizing Lip Buffer. And this is the one, guys, this is such a stupid thing that happened. So I originally, like I said, I was originally going to film this finale on May 16th, which was the date that the project was to officially end. On that morning, I used this lip scrub, and I put it back in my everyday makeup basket, and I thought it was done. So this morning, I'm doing my face, getting ready. I knew I was gonna film, and I saw this sitting in my basket, and I went, oh, I need to grab that because I'm filming that finale today. And I opened it up, y'all, and there was like half of a use left in it. So I technically finished this one off today, even though I thought I finished it on the 16th. So we're still gonna count it. We're still gonna say I finished this one off within the project, and we're gonna knock that one out and move on to the next. The next item that I wanna show you, this is the ColourPop Element of Surprise. Now, the reason I'm showing this to you, which looks like a very full palette, you're going, Sarah, that's not an empty, and it's not. However, my goal, this was for throwing shade, and so in throwing shade, technically all you have to do is use the eyeshadow. So I could have been done with this long ago if I had just used one shade out of this palette. The goal that I made for myself was that I wanted to use every shade at least once. And so hopefully you can see that I have used all of these shades. Now, some of them I've used plenty more than once. You know, these like shimmery lighter shades I've used plenty of times. This one up here, this like deep cranberry shade, I actually have used several times. It's gorgeous and I really liked it. This one down here I've used several times, but all of these shades have been used at least once by me. And so I finally was able to check that box off as finishing my goal for this project. And the last empty that I want to share with you guys, y'all are gonna be so proud of me because you know I suck at skincare. You know that I still don't have a nightly skincare routine, although shame on me at my age, but I just opened these upside down. I'll show them to you anyways. This is the Grace and Stella Anti-Wrinkle Plus Energizing Eye Masks. There were 8 in here to begin, and these also I got in a FabFitFun, and I got this lip buffer in a FabFitFun as well. So this was like the clean out all the stuff that you didn't want from the FabFitFun. But again, skincare, you know, the lip buffer, basically skincare. So you see the pattern here. Y'all, these were so hard for me to use. But up until my last update, I had literally only used one, and I wanted to use the whole box, and there were 8 in here. So we had one down. Now we've got 1, 2, I realize this is super shiny, I'm sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I finished them off. I was so proud of myself, like the day that I used that last one. I actually found that kind of switching up the way that I get ready in the morning and using them as I'm like, what I started to do was I would wash my face first thing in the morning, go to the kitchen, make my coffee, get my lunch bag ready, get the baby's bag ready, you know, and by that time, usually about 10-15 minutes have passed, and then I would go back to the bathroom and, you know, maybe brush my teeth or whatever until I get to about 10 or 15 minutes having them on, and then I would, you know, get in the shower, start my day, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So switching up my kind of morning routine that way and using them in the first thing in the morning as I'm getting ready, I found that I really liked that. And so I'm fairly certain that I have more eye masks in my collection. So I think that's how I'm going to have to work my way through them. But for now, super happy to have a whole box of them out of my collection. Okay guys, so speaking of things that are not going to surprise you, I do have 2 that I didn't touch throughout this entire project. The first one is the Moroccan Oil Dry Texture Spray. I had told you guys a couple months ago that I didn't really know how to use this, and even though it is a small thing and so it's probably only a couple of uses, I just didn't really know how to use it, and so that was totally my bad. I chose it because it fit the color theme. I'm trying not to do that anymore. I'm trying not to just pick random crap out of my collection and say that I'm going to use it without really knowing and being intentional about how I'm going to use it. So I do at some point still want to use this because it's in my collection and I have it and it's taking up room, and I just need to use it and get it out because obviously it's not doing me any good at this point. The other item that I was not able to use is this Iby Beauty Gazpacho. And this one I'm sad about because I was really looking forward to using this shade. However, I had said I wasn't going to finish this one until I finished off the Bite Red Velvet. And wouldn't you know, we're still working on Bite Red Velvet. I love red velvet, but it's time for it to go. I have just a few more uses and I just need to finish it off. You know, we've been stuck in the house for months now, and so it's not like I've got a lot of places to wear red lipstick. So pretty much when I'm filming, you guys are the only ones that see it. But yeah, what I may do is I'm probably gonna go ahead and put this in another project at some point this year because I do wanna use it. I do love Bite products and I do love a nice red lip. So that's those two. All right, I'm showing you all my sadness first because then we've got some good stuff coming. So I've got two eyeliners that I was not able to finish off. This first one is the Urban Decay 24/7 in Perversion. You can see that I do have some good use on it. It really doesn't have that much left, but I found this to be really smudgy and I didn't remember it being that way before. Maybe something about the skin around my eyes has changed, or I don't know, maybe I just sweat more than I used to. I'm not really sure, but I did find this to be really smudgy, and so what I have actually done is I've stopped wearing eyeliner. What I have been wearing for the last couple of months is just eyeshadow and then mascara. So I have not been using this. I probably for sure could have finished that off if I had continued to use it every day, but I've just found a look that I like better. And so obviously, since I have not been wearing eyeliner, I did not finish off this Iby Beauty in Navy Pearl. You can see that I did, you know, I did use it until it was blunt, and then I think I sharpened it once or twice, but I didn't like this one because it's a really, really precise line, and so it just takes forever to get any color payoff. So, you know, I just didn't use it that much. The other one I didn't use that much is the Mary Kay Glossy Lip Oil. This is in the shade Magenta Ray. I was trying to wear this around the house a little bit, and then I just didn't. I used it maybe a handful of times. I would say probably less than 10 times total. And there you go. I just didn't finish it off. However, I've got some good progress on this one, and hopefully, you know, hopefully that's somewhat uplifting for this video. This is the Thrive Cosmetics Brilliant Eye Brightener in the shade Stella. I'll show you, maybe you can see down the barrel there. It doesn't really help for me to roll it, well, I'll roll it up anyways, but okay, so that's where we're ending. And it actually is broken. So I do wear this just about every day, and I really, really like it. I definitely will be putting this one in another project because, like I said, I do like it. I do want to get use out of it. And at this point, it's in my everyday makeup routine. So it would be silly of me not to put this in a project because I already am in the habit of using it. So this one you'll be seeing again coming up pretty soon. All right, studio makeup. This is a blush in the shade Sahara. Looks like it's brand freaking new. It's not, I promise. I've been using it for a year. My goal, I knew I was not going to be able to finish off a blush in this project. My goal was literally just to hit pan. I didn't do that. I am so bummed because there's no pan in this, even though I've been using it for a year. So hopefully you can see, I'm close to hitting pan because I can see 2 rings. very clearly when I'm looking at it in person, but no pan. So again, because this is my everyday blush that I wear, I probably am going to be putting this in a project for the rest of the year, but it's frustrating that I've already been working on it for a year and I'm not seeing any change. So it just makes me nuts. Okay guys, just a couple more to show you. The next one is the Cover FX Translucent Light Setting Powder. And this one, I worked on this so hard, and it used to have like marks on it where I was, basically where I'm ending is just under halfway done. And I don't know, I know my lighting is probably making a glare, so I don't think that you can see really well how much I've done here, but I've got just under half left. And this, I mean, you look at it and you go, that's such a tiny thing. I can't believe you couldn't finish that off in a year. I didn't use this all over my face. I only used it to set my concealer under my eyes every day. And then if I had like, you know, some spots that I had concealed on my face, then I would use it to set the concealer there as well. But this thing was so tightly packed that I worked and worked and worked on this, so I'm really proud of the progress that I made on this. Again, another one that's probably going to go in another project for this year, because at this point, I just want to get it done because I just want to use something else. All right, next we've got ColourPop Lunch Money, and this is a Super Shock Cheek. First one I've ever used from ColourPop. I really, I mean, y'all, this is insane. I think these are like, what do they cost? $8 for these? I've been using it for a year and I'm only halfway done with it. This is worth every penny. I'm telling you, if you, I don't skimp on the highlighter. I don't know if you can tell, but like, you know, Mama's got some highlight going on today. I use this and then I use a powder highlight over it. So it's not like I'm afraid of highlighter. It's just that this thing lasts forever. So I used it for a year. I'm half done. I guess I got to use it for another year maybe to finish it off. So this again is probably one that you're going to see here coming up in another project pan, because I'm using it, I'm liking it, and I mean, at this point, yes, I definitely feel like I've gotten at least $8 worth of use out of it, but I do want to go ahead and finish it off. And finally, guys, we've got the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. My shade is in Fiji. This was my wedding foundation. I think I say that every single time. I love it. It's expensive. I wanted to use it up because I love it and because it's expensive, but I didn't do it. So here's where we started, up here at this black line. Here is where we are finishing. Where's it at? Down here at this purple line. So I think that's just about half the bottle that I was able to use. I honestly have not been using it for a couple of weeks now because it is super hot now already in Texas. It was 92 degrees here yesterday. It's May, y'all. Things are gonna get crazy. So I've been using something lighter. I've been using my CC cream, but I do want to use this. I do want to finish it off. Like I said, it's expensive and I love it. So those are two very good reasons for me to go ahead and use it and get my money's worth out of it. But unfortunately, I was not able to finish it off in this project. So this is another one that's probably, you're going to see it around. If not in a project, at least you will see it in my everyday makeup basket. So guys, that's everything that I have to share with you today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you participated in this project as well, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. I would love to come check out your video and cheer you on and celebrate your progress with you. And if you are interested in joining other projects like this, as I said, I will leave the link for the Fantastic Ladies group down below. Thanks so much for joining me. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you will subscribe, stick around, and show us some love down there in the comments below. I'll talk to you guys really soon. Bye.